It's a night of comedy and charity. The 79th annual Alfred E. Smith Memorial Foundation dinner giving both presidential candidates a chance to address Catholic voters while raising money for New Yorkers who need it most. Currents News' Jessica Easthope has that story from Midtown.
Cheers and jeers at the event dubbed the Party for All Parties. But at the 79th annual Alfred E. Smith Memorial Foundation dinner, one party's nominee decided to break tradition. Vice President Kamala Harris making only the second no-show in the dinner's history. The absence noted by everyone, including Diocese of Brooklyn Bishop Robert Brennan.
It's regrettable. It could have had the potential of, like I said, everybody just kicking back and laughing at ourselves a little bit.
Though Vice President Harris did give remarks via video.
Who was that?
Featuring actress Molly Shannon reprising her Saturday Night Live role as Catholic schoolgirl Mary Catherine Gallagher.
Is there anything that you think that maybe I shouldn't bring up tonight?
Well, don't lie. Thou shalt not bear false witness to thy neighbor.
Donald J. Trump and Mrs. Melania Trump.
Former President Donald Trump attended in person with his wife Melania, who's Catholic. He delivered the keynote address, poking fun at Vice President Harris and her choice to skip the dinner.
You got to do it, otherwise bad things are going to happen to you from up there. You can't do what I just saw on that screen.
The dinner, which raises money for Catholic charities and causes across the Archdiocese, mostly aiding vulnerable children, was presided over by Cardinal Timothy Dolan, who asked God to bless the foundation's generous donors and those in need.
Might we count on your blessing, Heavenly Father, upon the leaders who shine tonight and support us unfailingly, upon this city we're grateful to call our earthly home, upon this nation that is one under you, and upon the struggling women and children we're honored to assist.
It was announced at the dinner that the evening raised close to $10 million, marking a new record for the event and making it the largest Catholic fundraiser in the country. In Midtown Manhattan, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
Here to tell us more about the Al Smith dinner and what it means for both candidates is the national correspondent for The Tablet and Crux, John Lavenberg. Hi, John.
Hi, Christine.
So, John, we saw a bit of it in Jess's reporting, but Vice President Harris not physically being at the dinner was a big talking point, wasn't it?
Absolutely. It was probably the biggest sticking point from the evening. I mean, in opening remarks from a board member of the Al Smith Foundation, she referenced only one candidate being there. Jim Gaffigan, early on in his address, mentioned it, and then President Trump mentioned it throughout his address, the fact that Harris wasn't there, and even used that to vie for the Catholic vote. So it was kind of in the air the whole evening, the fact that there was, for the first time since 1984, only one presidential nominee at the dinner. Wow.
And according to a recent survey, Catholics seem to lean more toward former President Trump. The latest stats from the Pew Research Center found 52% of Catholics support Trump, while 47% support Harris. So how do you think last night's dinner affected those numbers?
You know, it's hard to say really how much it will factor in, but one thing that's obvious is there were a lot of Catholics at that dinner, a lot of big Catholic donors at that dinner, and Trump was the one there that was communicating with them and got to speak to them and was the one present speaking to Catholics from the podium. Harris, on the other hand, wasn't able to be there and sent in a video message, so that clearly wouldn't have the same effect.
Absolutely. All right, John Lavenberg, national correspondent for The Tablet and Crux, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Christine.
All right, you can read more about the Al Smith dinner online at thetablet.org.